One of the big topics on my channel is alpha males, and that's because they're some of the funniest.
I studied Da Vinci a lot. Da Vinci has this incredible quote. He says, to develop a complete mind, study the... Let me say it again.
Cringiest.
The stupidest thing you could do is put all your effort and energy into a high school sport. I dropped out of high school because if I had to sit behind a desk and work a corporate job the rest of my life, I'd shoot myself in the head. I mean that.
And honestly, most predatory people around.
I want a virgin wife at 16 who's gonna obey me. That's what I want.
Their whole entire playbook is to try to take advantage of men.
I make my money, I have programs. So one of my programs is $47 a month. Don't ask about that one. That's not the one you want. That's for broke boys and penny pinching motherfuckers. It'll give you some dive advice, some training advice. You can get on the Zoom call, and that has 15,000 people at $47 a month. So do the fucking math.
They say the most outrageous things possible and position themselves as the toughest, richest, and most successful men alive in order to get attention and sell desperate men overpriced, pointless courses, coaching programs, and exclusive memberships, which are basically Ponzi schemes. And the guys that look up to them and buy into their programs are most likely just trying to find a way to better themselves and improve their circumstances, especially with the male loneliness epidemic and most men having limited opportunities to socialize and find relationships. So they're paying these guys to help them, which makes the alpha males rich. So these alpha males take all the money they can get and then turn around and call the same men paying them brokies. It's a vicious cycle, but I thought it would be fun to take these alpha males and rank them by cringe levels. This is not a ranking of popularity or prominence, but just how cringe, corny, and over top they are, from their videos to the things they say and do, etc. And the chat really helped me with the rankings. It was a pretty dope live stream. But I'm Jude, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it. Again, this is most cringe to least cringe. So S tier is most cringe. Andrew Tate, Wes Watson, Triston Tate, Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit, Walter Weeks from Fresh and Fit, Luke Belmar, Mr. Organik, Vincent Fischer, who is like my favorite person right now. I know he's going to be S tier because he's hilarious. We have Just Pearly Things. She's a throwback, but she was heavy in the red pill wave. So we still have Just Pearly Things. We have Sneako, even though he gave up his alpha male red pill grift, he's still here for how prominent he was during the time that he was doing red pill content. I don't know how to say this dude's name right. King Azoulay, and this is the dude that I did a video about talking about hitting his shins with a hammer. Roller Tomasi, who is known as the godfather of the red pill alpha male space. We have Dan Bilzerian, who is a late addition. He basically was like an Instagram playboy type person, and then he just dove head first into the alpha male red pill political wave. Who Donovan Sharp is hilarious because he's just a walking contradiction. We have Kevin Samuel here. A lot of his content was alpha male focused, even though he didn't walk around like an alpha male. And then we have Bismarck. Starting with Andrew Tate, I just want to give you guys a clip or two of each so you can remember how ridiculous all these people are before we rank them.
Have the best frame on earth. I want a virgin wife at 16 who's gonna obey me. That's what I want.
You know, you said it looks like I'm in a teenage girl's bedroom.
Yeah.
To some people that would be an insult, but to me, I find that quite flattering, to be honest. You know, like, that's exactly what you'd expect.
I'm fucking all these 16-year-old women or 18-year-old women, whatever the law is in America. 18?
It's 18 usually.
There's no female alive, even with a machete, that would stand a chance against the immense power I possess. Woman do. Yeah.
He speaks like his Adam's apple was trying to suffocate him.
The machete, slap her in the face, one hand, machete, and then backhand. I perfected this in pimp school.
Andrew Tate is ridiculous, but he is one of the people that I will say popularized the whole alpha male space, the manosphere, red pill, all of that. When he came onto the scene, it just exploded. And I think it did so because he has a lot of charisma. Say what you want about Andrew Tate, he's super cringe. He got a whole bunch of charges against him. He's super creepy, but he is very charismatic. He is very believable. He also was the first to really monetize the content because he did Hustlers University, which was basically like a big pyramid scheme that had people buying in and basically just bringing in other people. I put him in the D list because he's more creepy than he is cringe, but more than all the rest of these guys, and maybe Sneako and Kevin Samuels are the only other two people as charismatic as him on this list. Oh, I'm sorry. show y'all this.
And I can make you look classy. Second night you walk past me, I turned the whip around, I had to get you in my backseat.
Hey, how can I rank him any higher than D? All right, so we're gonna go to Wes Watson, who is, again, the man of the hour. Dude is like losing his mind every single day.
I use the word gadooshing. The guy said that they're on their gadooshing. Yeah, that's the real scenario. That's real close to your life, stupid. Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. They want to be all up in your personal lives. Why? Because theirs suck bad. So they're like, hey, what is that? Is that a new girl?
And then in his latest crash out, after he got banned from Instagram, which was his biggest money generator because he gets a whole bunch of people to buy his courses, buy his coaching programs, all from Instagram.
It's never white guys. It's never not even Mexicans. It's literally like they have such a bad reputation for having no father present that they want to take care of them. They really want another mother because most of the urban folk, their dads weren't around. Went out for Newports and they went out for a 40 and they never came back. I bet you understand what JoJo looks like, you guys. JoJo the monkey, the jumping around monkey man. Nobody gives a about people like you. Monkey JoJo.
All Wes Watson does is crash out. Is he A tier cringe for his little crash out? I put Wes at B. We'll see who else we have. Triston Tate isn't actually all that cringe.
My kids who are a quarter black.
Wait. My nieces and nephews are all black.
Yeah, that's anyway. I'm gonna call your kids, Nick. Do it. Your kids are black than mine. Shut up, Nick. You shouldn't be racist.
I hate self-hating people. These dudes are half black. Their dad is black. But they basically talk about black people like they're not black. Even talking about their kids like they don't know they have black in them. That's cringe on a whole other level. He's D, just a follower like Walter. We'll put D. Put him at D. I don't like Fresh and Fit at all. They are corny, they're racist. All they did was bash women, and not in a helpful way, not in a constructive criticism way. They literally bring selective women on their platform to basically talk shit about them and crash out against them. Myron has just become a full, flat-out, right-wing, anti-black, self-hating racist, because he's not black.
Hold on, quick. Pause right. This nigga right here is funny. He's funny, this nigga.
Yeah, I don't condone this N-word.
Oh. Shut up, you Albanian fat. Keep running the clip, you train. No, keep running the clip. Who's that weird that can't speak? Who's that? He black as hell. Bate, man. Yeah, let's keep going.
Any person of color that wears a KKK mask or says racist shit is just self-hating and corny. Myron's corny ass is S tier. I don't think there's any argument on the cringe level, on the cringe meter, with him being S tier, right? Walter is a lot less cringe than Myron is, just because you kind of feel sorry for him, but also not.
Now, let's keep it 1,000. You get your reparation. What you gonna do with it? You're gonna buy some.
Yeah.
Yo, good.
Yeah.
What good, my
You gotta buy some Fendi.
You can buy some guns. Yeah. Go back to jail. Buy some rims. Oh, yeah, look at that shit spin. Yeah, look at that shit spin.
I tried being a for like 6 months. That shit retarded. That shit retarded, bro. Yo, listen, man.
The big monkey chains and all that.
I tried that shit. That shit retarded. I was trying to assimilate to these niggas, man. Ass, dog. Yo. Okay, I know I can't speak. Like, what's good, bro? Yo, let's go. I was like, what'd you say? Like, you high on lean?
Oh, like, yeah.
Yo, you want some? I'm like,
be mumbling and shit.
Bro, it's tough, man.
This was Walter. We've seen his cringe level. We have Myron at S tier. We have Wes at B. He is cringe. He's definitely not as cringe as Wes. You know what? We're moving Wes up. We're gonna put Walter at B. This is Luke Belmar. All right, he's a D or a C. Hold on, let's see where I put him. We'll give him a C. So Luke Belmar is basically a less interesting, more boring, more robotic clone of Andrew and Triston Tate. Uses the same playbook, has the whole membership thing that he sells people on. He's basically just a scammer, just like the rest of the alpha males.
I studied Da Vinci a lot. Da Vinci has this incredible quote. He says, to develop a complete mind, study the let me say it again. I think people need to start studying words, even just looking at money, right? What is a bank? So what? Money moves like water. So if I understand where the water is going to go, I just have to position myself where the cash flow is going to be next, and I will get wet. Welcome to the big leagues, motherfucker.
Triston Tate pulled up a video, his favorite whiskey, Johnny Walker. What do I do at duty free? Fucking Johnny Walker. That night, sipping the fucking Johnny Walker in the war room by myself with him, chilling. Why? I studied, bro. I knew what he liked. That's it.
And the memes.
For example, Triston Tate pulled up a video, his favorite whiskey, Johnny Walker. What I do at duty free? Fucking Johnny Walker. That night, sipping the fucking Johnny Walker in the war room by myself with him, chilling. Why? I studied, bro. I knew what he liked. That's it.
He's one of those people that talks like he's smarter than he actually is, just saying all this random bullshit. He's more cringe than Walter, so I'm putting him at B. Mr. Organik is way too old to be acting the way he acts.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
What's the biggest issue you run into with dating women in Miami?
Man, I say the two B's, man, beautiful and broke. These women think because they bad, that give them access to a top-level individual like me. They should be banished and thrown in the moat with the crocodiles.
What do you have to offer a woman?
Everything she could want and need and dream of. You gotta understand, sir. I'm 6'6", 230, right? 10-incher, long, stiff, girth, veins in it. No homo sapien, no diddy, whatever you want to call it.
Any man that's out here talking to another man about his meat size, no man past the age of like 13 or 14 is telling anybody else how big their meat is. It's just no way.
On top of that, no kids, never drunk alcohol. So they gotta come with something that's gonna shock my core to make me be like, damn, she's the one. Because I'm dropping big dog in that.
Hold on. How would a woman know that you're gonna drop a 10-incher on her if she hasn't even gotten to the bedroom with you?
I mean, any day you're gonna see the way I walk, you're gonna see the way I talk. She know I'm coming with that BDE. That's that best ever. She ain't gonna never get nothing bigger and better than this, and she knows it. It's uncompromisable greatness here. I am a super Negro. There's no more of me. I'm one of the ones.
Hey, Brian's 44 years old acting like this. We gotta be putting dog in S tier, right? Is there a question about S tier? I feel like Organik, I don't know if he's playing a personality or if this is who he actually is, but even the No Jumper interview, he was saying the same type of stuff, calling his meat Excalibur and all of this extra stuff. Bro got some problems. Vincent Fischer, he might be my favorite of all these dudes just for how ridiculous, cringe he is, how fake his lifestyle is. He's like 22, 21, never did anything, never accomplished anything, and all of a sudden hopped on the scene like he was super rich, super successful. So he's clearly an example of faking it till you make it.
The stupidest thing you could do is put all your effort and energy into a high school sport. I dropped out of high school because if I had to sit behind a desk and work a corporate job the rest of my life, I'd shoot myself in the head. I mean that. Whoever it is you want to be, just act like that person, whether people are watching or not. And eventually, it's going to become you. I acted like a millionaire long enough, and I became one. So many people ask me, Vince, what do you think about crypto, Bitcoin, XRP, etc.? Like, what about XRP? So if you want to become successful, like let's say your goal is to become a millionaire, you need to become the millionaire now, take the actions that millionaire would take now, and then eventually you'll get the results of that millionaire. But you can't be who you've always been, because if you do things you've always done, you'll get results you've always gotten. And that's not a good formula. So whoever it is you want to be, just act like that person, whether people are watching or not.
Vincent is a hard one. He says dumb shit, but I think he's doing it to go viral. I think he's 100% doing it to go viral. He does say dumb shit, but I also think he's dumb. So I think he gives really stupid, bad advice to young people. Is he as bad as Organik and Myron, or is he at Wes's level? He's B? All right, I got outvoted. He's B, but he's just so fucking stupid. The thing about Just Pearly Things, she has no charisma. She is not charismatic at all. And basically, she was parroting everything that every other red pill alpha male person was saying at the time, especially Kevin Samuel. I think she took a bunch of Kevin Samuel points and just kind of regurgitated it through a white woman's mouth. So she got a lot of popularity for it. She is so uninteresting. She is just boring. The other thing about Pearl that's really interesting is she grew up rich. She grew up in a really rich household. At first, she was making other online content, then kind of like Sneako. When the red pill wave hit, she just hopped on it and
vote. I don't, and I'll tell you why. Do you know why? It's because if we took away the women that just don't pay taxes are on benefits. Like if we only made it like people that pay taxes don't have any debt.
So like more productive people in society.
Yeah, it would just there'd be like me and you left.
Her thing towards the end of her online career is women shouldn't have rights. Women shouldn't have the right to vote. She is so fucking boring and uncharismatic and uninteresting. She also caught a lot of heat, again, towards the end of her online career when she was defending Nick Fuentes. All these red pill people just love them some Nick Fuentes for whatever reason.
Parts of it don't seem realistic to you. You think they were embellished upon.
I think they're embellished, yeah.
The same way. This sounds... Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
And this was them talking about slavery.
They're gonna be in trouble. This sounds similar to the slavery stuff too. And I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible. It was.
Right.
But they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people.
Her boring ass is cringe, and she's going at A to me. Next, we're going to get to Sneako, who is just another super hypocritical red pill grifter. He hopped on the wave when it was big, when he knew he could benefit, and then he immediately hopped off.
Consider wearing a slutty outfit teasing a man.
Yeah. I guess so. I'm not that ugly anyway, so who even...
All men end up ugly? Nah! This is why we need to body shame more. Look, bro! Come... Look at her! That shit doesn't make you mad?
Even really cares.
The men ended up ugly, but I'm 25 and fat as...
And this is him admitting that his whole red pill phase was an absolute grift, and he hopped off the wave when it wasn't important anymore.
Red pill is dying. It's over. And I got in at the right time, hit the wave at the right time. You know, I was red pill raging when the red pill was blowing up, so it was perfect, you know, screaming at a camera, wake up! Wake up! And then now, like, okay, you know, live life now. Can't be screaming at a camera about Satan every single day.
What did you take? The woman!
What? No, wait. We love women. We love women.
What? Not like transgenders.
Yes, sir. We love everybody. No.
All gays should die.
Bruh, younger generation is cooked. I'll put him at B, because the one thing I will say about Sneako is he's at least charismatic. He can speak, he can carry a conversation, he's not just yelling at the screen, unlike some of these guys. Next, we got King Azoulay. This dude popped on the scene out of absolutely nowhere, just saying the most random tall tales, and this is probably the funniest
That
story
point
that
on,
bro
my
told.
dad knew he couldn't take off. And I was 13. He picked up a wooden stick, and he went to hit me over the head. And I did this, and it broke. And then I took it out of his hand, threw it on the floor, kicked him in the leg, picked him up, and threw him on the coffee table. Coffee table broke in half. That's the beauty that we are actually superhuman. We just don't unlock these genes because we don't put our body and our mind with the pressure. There's something called microfractions. Little microfractions that you cause with hitting the bone thickens the bone. I used to sit there and hit my shins with a hammer all fucking day. Do you know why people wear boxing gloves? So they don't fuck up their hands by hitting somebody's head. Your head is the strongest bone in the body. And if you train it and bang it enough for a whole year, it becomes 4 times thicker. When we hurt, we cry. And I learned that at a young age. That's what I learned from the Shaolin monks.
He is big cringe because he just seems like he makes everything up. Another terrible liar. Yeah, facts. Bro's a liar. We put him in A tier above Sneako, Luke, and Vincent. I can't believe y'all want Vincent Fischer that low. Just like Pearly Things, he's probably the most boring person on here too. This is Rollo Tomasi, and he's who people call the godfather of the red pill. He had a tweet that he put out about the quickest way to become a high value man. Don't get married, avoid family creation, get a vasectomy in your 20s, which is absolutely crazy. Basically got him into a whole debate war with Sneako about how dumb it is for young men to get vasectomies in their 20s.
Now listen, for just 5 seconds, okay? This is no joke here,
But then I don't even know what the red pill idea of a high value man is. Is it just being rich? Like, what's the point of having all this money and not having a family?
What is a high value man? It's the first part of the tweet. What does that mean?
you tell me what a high value man is. Because here's the thing: is it doesn't matter what I'm going to say is a high value man. You guys are fucking
That's as good as your tweet.
douche nozzles like yourself to have this conversation in the first place.
How old are you, bro? Douche nozzles?
When you got Sneako and Destiny tag team and can't give a clear answer, it is embarrassing. But he's super boring, so I'm going to put him in B tier. The whole story with Dan Bilzerian, he's a huge liar because basically he said that he was a gambler, a professional gambler, made millions of dollars. The whole story is his father basically went to jail for stealing a bunch of money, put that money in a trust, which was like $50 million, and left it for him and his brother. And he popped on the scene a couple years ago just living the super flashy, big lifestyle, which we all found out was rented at the end of the day. And this is literally just what his TikToks, Instagrams, and all that looks like. Once his lifestyle got exposed, that he was renting a house, he was doing everything through his company, he wasn't really making money, he was buying followers on Instagram, all of that type of stuff. He made a hard pivot to the red pill wave, and now he basically just talks about red pill stuff, Israel, like all the same right-wing stuff that all these alpha males talk about. But this is him now.
What I want to do when I become a billionaire is go work at Walmart for 3 months and have like a full reset, $100,000 a year job, basic needs met, but like a massive change in life. Right? And then you get used to that, just like when I got out of boot camp. Man, I was like happy to go to Outback Steakhouse. That was a 10 for me.
Bro lied about boot camp too. He's just a full-fledged liar, rich kid, trust fund baby. The whole fake lifestyle. I'm putting him in B tier. And then we have Donovan Sharp. He was in the red pill wave. He was in there kind of early when Fresh and Fit were first getting big. But he just destroyed his online career, his YouTube channel, all of that. He got caught up in a bunch of lies, was just a fraud. And then he got exposed for not even living a life that he was telling other people to live, just like Fresh and Fit. But he was married to a single mother, and he had all these speeches about never dating a single mother. He lied about her age, just a whole bunch of ridiculous stuff. And this is one of his skits. This is the content that Donovan Sharp made.
I'll go to the bathroom.
All right.
I told you I don't commit to women who take their phones into the bathroom.
Who would take advice from somebody like Donovan Sharp?
I just forgot this one time, okay?
Okay.
So, are we good then?
Yep, I called you an Uber.
This is so petty.
Call it what you want, but this is how I move, and you've known this from the start.
Ladies, don't pretend you've never texted an ex in the bathroom.
Or swipe for sausage on Tinder.
This is the person that people was taking relationship advice. Because someone definitely needs to check on her, because this doesn't seem like a healthy relationship. For now.
Open the car door for the lady for the date. That's good. Oh, ladies first, for now. Obviously, once you get married, tell that whore to open up all the doors for you.
I feel like Donovan cringe level is S tier. Plus, he's like a full-on hypocrite. I honestly don't know where to put Kevin Samuels. I don't think he's super cringe. He did have shit that he said that I didn't like. So we're going to get to probably like one of the funniest, most insulting things Kevin Samuels said.
You weighed more than a man at your height. True or false? Oh, but okay. How much do you weigh?
220.
I weigh 210 and I'm 6'4". You broke the first rule. See, you ladies don't mind breaking the rules. The men are visual. The men want women that are fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive. I don't mind being the size of, I'm sorry, you're 5'8"?
I'm 5'8".
You're about the size of Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders was. You're a running back size.
Okay.
You can hit the A gap like a motherfucker.
Okay, all right. I accept
So don't
that.
come in here and talk about what men should not be able to do when they got to accept somebody who can run out the power I.
I think, unlike most of these dudes, Kevin gave really good advice to both men and women. In the same way he would go in on women, he would go in on men too. But also, he wasn't successful either until he got online and started making content. He was broke. But I do think he gave a lot better advice than most of these people on this list. And he was probably the most charismatic. But also, I could not put him, like, imagine how crazy that would look if we if we put Kevin Samuels next to Fresh. We're gonna put him at the lowest of the cringe level because, again, he was charismatic, he gave good advice, even though some of his stuff ain't line up. Bismarck is just an interesting dude. He kind of gives Walter vibes a little bit to me.
Here's how you walk like a fucking man. You walk like...
Bro is giving advice on the most ridiculous things possible. How to sit down properly, how to walk. Just the dumbest stuff ever that no man needs advice on.
Fucking man. You walk like a man by always walking, looking in the direction of where you're going. Your head isn't down, is into the side, is nowhere but fixated on where you're walking. Swinging your arms. You look confident, you look like you own the damn place, and you're respected. People can notice you walk in a very confident way. Sit like a fucking man. You don't sit with your legs spread open. You don't sit with your legs crossed. You don't sit hunched over. You sit up straight. Legs are shoulder width apart. Relax. Shoulder blades are relaxed. You don't sit like you're scared. You don't sit scratching your head. Like how people treat you. If you're at a meeting man. Or you on a date with a girl and you like this, or you like this. She gonna be like, who is this little girl? Sit like a man, comfortable. You gonna look like one.
I think Bismarck is mostly harmless. I think he's goofy. I'm putting him in C tier. Right now in S tier, we have Myron, Organik, and Donovan Sharp. In A tier, we have Wes, we have Pearly Things, and King Azoulay, because his stories are ridiculous. B, we have Luke, Vincent, Sneako, Rollo Tomasi, and Dan Bilzerian. What did Rollo bring to the table? He wrote a book called The Rational Man, and that's what like a lot of Red Pill Manosphere principles was built off of. C, we have Walter and Bismarck. I feel like they deserve to be next to each other wherever they are. If we rated them by popularity or like prominence or whatever, this whole list will probably be reversed. I'm definitely missing Elliot. I'm definitely missing Ashton Hall. He doesn't talk, so maybe he's B tier with these guys because he doesn't really say anything to make himself look worse. The Elliot car salesman dude, he's S tier cringe. Yeah, Cooley from No Fugazi. Yes, Cooley. The dude that also was lying about his life, told people not to deal with single mothers, and then had multiple kids by a single mother. But at least dude is kind of like Sneako, where he can talk, he can carry himself. Him A tier, Elliot S tier, and then Ashton Hall goes right here. Just because Ashton Hall doesn't talk, so there's not too much we could say about him. Okay, we can put Ashton Hall C tier. But thanks for watching, y'all. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.